Hello, my name's David Barrett and I work with an organisation called Kingdom Way Trust. Kingdom Way Trust is a charitable organisation that was set up 4 or 5 years ago in Eastbourne to help vulnerable and homeless people. And right now we're sitting in a house that we've just purchased, which will be called The Bridge. And this will be supported accommodation to help men who are struggling in their lives but making their way back towards independent living, but they need some help and support to do this. And this idea came to us after we had started a winter night shelter in Eastbourne around several different churches. And the model of this is well tried and tested in other parts of the country. And during the coldest months of the winter, different churches open their doors, their church halls to us so that we can accommodate those people who would otherwise be rough sleeping for the cold winter months. The winter night shelter is a temporary space for people who just need that support to get them through the cruel winter months. And then they, during the time that they're with us, we hope that they can find alternative accommodation. But that doesn't always happen. And when we close the shelter at the end of February each year, there are some remaining people who unfortunately are still out on the streets. And whilst we've been working in the night shelter, we've discovered that, and we've come to see that there is a greater need for accommodation here in Eastbourne to help people who are really trying to get back into a stable way of living. And this is why the bridge was really necessary. We already have one house which we're renting, and currently we have 4 men living with us. In this new house, when we complete it later this year, we'll be able to accommodate 6 men. It's a house just for men. We don't mix the sexes. But we will be able to take 6 men off the streets or who have come through rehab and ready to make that change and have really made a commitment to make a change in their lives. And we are here to help them to do that.
Okay, so your wider role within the church and your food service and meals provision as well.
Okay. There is a great need in Eastbourne for help, to help vulnerable people, and I know that there are many agencies involved in supporting the different work that goes on. One of these organisations is called Fat Fleshed, and this serves a cooked meal to homeless and needy people every Saturday night. This takes place in one of the churches in the town centre, All Souls, and we're able to give people a full healthy meal each Saturday. And then on Sunday morning we serve hot bacon sandwiches and cups of coffee and tea in the town centre to people who may have been sleeping out on the streets overnight. One of the other projects that we have recently been involved in is a recycling of wood, a wood recycling project called Hope Woodwork. And this is a place where we train people into a constructive trade, and people who are interested in working with their hands can come there and be trained into something useful. All the wood that we receive is donated from builders, from building sites, scaffolding boards, old pallets, and we reclaim it and turn it into something useful, items of furniture. And this is really beginning to grow now, and we're finding that we're really busy. We have many orders to take us well into the next few months. We also, at the moment, we're contemplating employing somebody on a part-time basis. One of the trainers who's been with us has proved very helpful, and we're thinking now of giving him a part-time job. There are many works that go along in Eastbourne and places like the Salvation Army and Matthew 25, and we all seek to work together because in the end we're all trying to serve the same people, the people in need. Our own organisation, Kingdom Way Trust, is a Christian charity, and our motivation comes from the faith that we have in Jesus Christ. But that doesn't mean that people coming into our projects have to have a faith themselves. We work with everybody. There's no conditions on who comes in, and we're just happy to try and improve their life during the time that they're with us.